Hello, hello, and welcome to the Gothic jungle. I recently spent a few months abroad in France for school, and while I was there, the Louvre was hosting a temporary exhibit on some couture fashion, as you can obviously tell. Now, I know this content isn't exactly related to plants, but there's definitely some Gothic elements in this exhibit that convinced me to make this video. I've also posted some museum content before, which people seem to enjoy, and I would like to do more of. And I also do like to post fashion content on my Instagram stories pretty often between plants. Now, I don't feature all of the looks in the exhibition since it was huge, as you can see by this map. It has all of the designers and the year the couture was made. But I think there were about 100 looks, so what I'm showing you today is pretty curated. I have about 25 pieces that I picked to show off, give or take a few. I couldn't find names for all of them. I tried as best I could to match some of the names to the looks, but a couple of them I didn't have pictures of and I couldn't really find online. Also, huge shout out to my sister for most of this footage. She has a really good eye for taking these shots and she has a much better camera than me. She actually was the person who convinced me to make this video. She saw the Iris Van Herpen dress and was like, hey, this looks like something you would post on your Instagram. You should make a video about this. And I was like, okay. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the looks that I picked out today. I might pop in to talk about a couple of them, but most of them should just be kind of there for you to enjoy. This armor bit of the museum was probably my favorite part of the exhibition. I like how they put the looks with the artifacts that sort of resemble them. So as you can see, you have this, I don't know what century this armor is from, next to this armor dress, which you'll see in a second. But I just really liked that they tried to put things together very intentionally, and you can kind of see the structural similarities between the looks that they chose to put together. So this look was my favorite. There's a reason it's the thumbnail. It's really, really cool. But yeah. This one was a little bit silly because we didn't realize that it was facing backwards at first. We were like, it's a little weird that they just kind of shoved it near a window just to have it backwards. And then in the second shot we were like, oh, it's supposed to be looking out the window. But it was just a little bit of a silly moment while you're walking through the exhibit. I'm so mad I couldn't find whatever designer made this dress because it was super, super cool. So I don't know. My guess is either Alexander McQueen or Balenciaga. I'm not entirely sure. I know only a little bit about fashion. I just post about it a lot on my stories. But I don't know too much. But I thought it'd be really cool if you wore that dress with these shoes. Look at how funky they are. Also, I was trying not to get that woman in the video. I didn't want to just have her face there. Yeah. I'm also sad I couldn't find for this one either. This one actually I think is Balenciaga. I just didn't know what year it was made. But It was so cool. I mean, just I really felt like this exhibit made me appreciate fashion a lot more, because like it's one thing to see pictures of like any of the looks, and you're just like, oh, that looks cool, oh, that looks like not so much my style, but I feel like seeing them in person really makes you appreciate like the details that the people put into this, and most, if not all, of these are just made by people's hands and like countless hours and hours of work and like really hard to get materials. So it was just really cool, and I felt like I gained a new appreciation for it by going to this exhibit. So yeah. I wanted to include this little guy because I thought he was so cute, and it made me think of something out of Beauty and the Beast. It almost made me think of, I think it was the armoire like lady who was like beating up stuff, and that just reminded me of that. But what I did want to say for the end was the best part of the exhibit. I think it was like some King Louis the something's apartments in the back with all this like really royal looking rooms, but you walk in and you see that black dress, and then you walk by this like almost kingly looking dress again, and I felt like all of the dresses at the end here were all just complete showstoppers. Not that the other ones weren't before, but these just take it to the next level and are just like insane creations. And just to have the rooms even there as well, I mean, I'm sure on your own just visiting the Louvre and seeing these, they call them apartments, or impressive, but just having the dresses in there just made it extra special as well. And I think another one of my favorites is a green dress, which you'll see at the end. But I just had such a good time at this exhibit. It was so awesome, just turning a corner and seeing something insane and new. Also, look at this chandelier. Okay, I don't know if the video is doing it justice, but this thing was absolutely massive. It is the biggest. It's so huge. It was so huge. I'm like, if this fell, the shards would just go everywhere. But it was insane. But I had a fabulous time at this exhibit. I highly recommend it. It's still going until I think July 2025. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know it's a little bit different from my normal content, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!